music makes a whole lot of sense to me because of the broken licensing model for all these artists. And before it was the streaming platforms, everybody heard the predatory sort of contract situations with, and I'm gonna name and shame here because I've got nothing to lose. I'm not in this industry. But like Sony, right? Columbia, they're friggin' crooks. They're terrible. Yeah, these artists that like they sign a 20 record deal or 20 records or 20 years, whichever one comes first, and they wind up going broke. Like you could never run a startup the way that these young artists do, and even with like the most predatory VCs, you could never sustain that business model, right? Like, and these artists, they wind up getting screwed by the record labels they have prior to when streaming came along, and now Spotify comes along and says, "Oh, this is so great. Think of the discoverability. Think of all the exposure bucks we're going to pay you." It's like, bro, my kids can't eat exposure bucks. You got to have some conversions here, and you got to know that the margins make sense for a young artist that's getting discovered and is starting to get that audience built and that loyalty built. And it doesn't quite add up on the side of the creative. So like when you bring that up, right, the music NFT scene, my thinking is we do need to see more disruption there. We do need more of a household name to be created for streaming and Web3 royalties in the music space.